I broke my mom's rock earlier, dude. It was so fucking bad. I had to take it to a jeweler, see if I can get it fixed or something. It was like fucking 10 minutes ago, right before I hopped on too, dude. I fucking knew better too. I like snapped it. We're gonna play some arenas, warm up for a little bit, go to Tarkov, and then probably I don't know what I know we have to go to customs, but then we're probably gonna go maybe back to woods, or I don't know, I haven't really decided. And hopefully I can find my last car better. That would be nice. I guess we can see what tasky poos we have dailies. Ooh. Damn, bro, it's like they pulled out Last Hero to a degree. It's all like checkpoint. I'm trying to say I don't even really mind. We're gonna use the NL. That thing kind of slapped yesterday. I almost felt like I was cheating, to be honest.
On computer systems.
Okay. So it basically developed.
We're gonna go back to our Sean Ryan interview. I haven't watched him in like 2 months. There's probably a whole shitload of interviews he's done since then.
Into counter-drone technology.
It developed
just a sector.
Well, it was always there. I mean, the founders like Joe and Grant that you've had on a couple times, I think, Joe now, it's like they had the vision. I mean, and this is something that Grant and Joe, and even at that time there was John Tennant, Alex Moore, who still sits on our board. All of those guys were involved in the very onset of the company. They're all founders. It was basically financial founders in a way, but the type that dig in and actually help with the engineering and with the thought process. And from a big picture, they kind of saw it. I mean, Joe, to his credit, and Grant too, they saw this coming. They saw this drone explosion, if you will, before it really was anything. And in fact, they anticipated even before that we would have something on stateside soil, and unbelievably we haven't. It's almost unbelievably because of just the ease at which that could be done. But thankfully, through maybe our protections and intelligence and things like that, we haven't really had any issues to deal with on U.S.
Bro, that genuinely scares me with Langley. I'm like, there's so many like neighborhoods right next to the base, but we've had drones fly over the base too, and yeah, they arrested the people that did it, or the guy. I think it was like an Asian guy. But I think what kind of scared me the most is like whenever like the Ukrainians had that truck like head over to Russia and they blew up the aircraft on the flight line, I was like, fuck, bro, that could be us, dude. I don't know what countermeasures they have, but I know they have some. And we got a fucking alien ship flying over Langley too. Nighttime thing just flew right the fuck over supposedly.
Let's go, boys.
Hell yeah!
Fuck, dude. Bro, why the fuck was he not watching the side?
Fucking kiss me on the lips next time.
Fuck. No! I kind of fucked myself not having a blue blood. My team is always fucking shooting me, bro.
My bad, brother. My bad on that one.
Bro, was that through the helicopter?
No, I hip fired him.
Fuck. No, the moment I fucking... Bro, that stupid puppy girl keeps killing me, like... The dumbest fucking possible ways, dude. It's insane. Fuck! Pippin, I'm sorry, dude. Did that guy literally kill all three of us from all the way the fuck across the map with the MP7? I'm playing like ass right now too. There's no blaming fucking teammates, dude. Fuck. Fuck, dude. I feel like that should have been a shot. Ah, I could have fucking had that too, boys. Ooh, shit, Pippin's heart. If I hadn't shot at my teammate, I wouldn't have reloaded right there and I would have killed that other fucking dude. They're movers, man. I can give them that. Most of them. Fuck. Fuck. Uncle Adolf.
U.S. soil, but now we see it. We saw it in Ukraine, and now we're seeing it play out in a huge way in our presence in the Gulf region now. And so drones are here to stay, and they are very, very troublesome things.
Wow, they had that kind of insight back in 2018.
I know. To me, it's amazing. To me, it's a whole different kind of visionary. Like I think of myself as a visionary, but more like pragmatic visionary, if you will. Like, what's the next stage? What's the next step? How do we make a better generation, a longer range system? Visionaries like Joe and the board and Grant and APC and Red Cell and stuff, they have this. They're tapped into like 100 different people. And in that sort of network, they juxtapose, I think, all of that information and all those inputs, and they come out with these enormously creative ideas that are brilliant. And they knew Bomar, they knew Nathan Mintz from their history together, and went to them and said, hey, we're thinking about something along these lines. Do you think we should take a risk and put the money, put the capital to work? And at the time, the military had not thought of this as a good approach. They thought the approach might not be successful. So Joe set out and Grant set out to prove them all wrong. And I think today we're sitting in a pretty good position.
Yeah, no shit.
I think the evidence is kind of self-apparent that we've proven them all wrong. So.
Wow. So was Leonidas the first? Was that the first product?
Well, Leonidas is a scalable product, so it has these little elements that can be much bigger. We can make much bigger antennas and have much more range where we have smaller ones. And so the class of product we call Leonidas was the first thing that they started working on. And the first one was actually a bunch of huge antennas. It had like only 9 or 10 elements and had these huge antennas. It looks like, I don't know if you've ever seen the pictures of like the first Meta glasses or Apple, does the augmented reality stuff. They just look like Frankensteins. They're not compact. They're not down into the right form factor. They don't have all the performance figured out yet. That's what the team built in that COVID period. They built their very, very first prototype of the Leonidas, and they weren't entirely sure how it would even be incorporated or what service would want to go after it and all of that. And it was a big risk. It really was. But the foresight that Grant and Joe had was pretty remarkable, really remarkable.
How many products are there?
Well,
classes of products, I guess.
We have platforms. And right now we have the platform called Leonidas. Now, when I say that, people focus on the directed energy machine, but it's really a whole series of different things. We have to have, first of all, layers. You're never going to get a panacea against this kind of threat. You're not going to get one system that works in all situations counter-drone. You're always going to have various layers and various technologies. And we can get into the details of what those are and why some technologies work really, really well in some applications, and then other technologies work really, really well in other applications. And so when we started to take a look at what other products we need in order to finish sort of the system of systems, so that we're not just saying, hey, we have this great effector, but it has to plug in, or we have to leverage what you have and what you're using already inside your country. We knew kind of at the beginning, or when I started as a chief product officer, that we would need sort of a standalone version where we could have radar, electro-optical, telescopes, all of that stuff, and our own command and control software to kind of tie it all together. So we built that, and then we built basically where we can take the head off and plug into systems like Anduril's Lattice. And so, we're working with Anduril pretty tightly.
Today's lineup includes gunfire, explosions, and blood. Yes, there will be 5, 4, 3, 2.
fuck they rolled us, bro. Once again, I will be on the losing team, bro. It's insane. Bot. Going prone there was dumb as fuck, to be honest. You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. I don't know if I can fucking play this right now. Bro, they're fucking
Report roll for
everywhere,
hacking.
dude. That was fucking horrible for me.
ensure that as they release Lattice for their various customers that are starting to pick up, that our system is well controlled by that software. So it basically became a situation where we needed other products in order to complete the product that we had. And so by that need, we went out and either sourced through third parties or developed ourselves a whole sensing suite, command and control suite, simulator. We have this really incredible, it's built by guys that used to work at Call of Duty on the Call of Duty program and Blizzard. And we've got about 12 or so designers, which at Raytheon, no one ever hires designers at Raytheon hardly. It's like something unique. Well, they don't have a design-led philosophy there. And when we talk about what is Silicon Valley adding to the whole mix, if you will, you say, well, why is Silicon Valley sort of better in some way? I lean into the design-led thinking. And design-led thinking is human factors, human thinking from the very beginning. That's what it means at its core. In a Raytheon, you're a services contractor. You have the military that decides what they want you to build. They put them all down in like 1,000 requirements. They hand you a bunch of requirements, and you just build a system that meets the requirements. You get paid, and then you move on to the next system. There's no real design process there. It's like baked into the system engineering. It's baked into the way that operational commands give feedback to procurement commands and to requirement commands, and all of that is a very bureaucratic process. You get good products out of it. You get expensive products out of it. You get exquisite products out of it. But what we're seeing now is a whole new chapter. It's the stuff that's built at the big primes are not sufficient for this new fight. And before anybody gets angry with that, and why I say that, I'll give you an analogy. For the last decades, the primes have been focused on, let's say, going out and hunting a lion or lions, like big beasts. They have to bring in the big nets, the big guns, the big whatever that they need to go hunt lions. The problem we see today are like mice, and little mice that are running around. And what we're doing with our big rockets and our big defensive systems are using the same.
Is this thing even working? What's going on? Fighters ready! Spectators in place!
I hate playing this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
We're gonna fucking lose again if that guy DC'd. Oh, I can't even catch a fucking break, dude. Done. I am fucking done, dude. I can't fucking do this, dude. We'll just go do last hero.
Same thing we would go up against lions, against mice. Mm-hmm. And it's really that fundamental. It's that, can you now develop mice-like apparatuses, Raytheon, quickly and short order like they're doing in Ukraine, or are you not rigged to do it? Or are you not set up to do that? And not that they can't change, and not that they can't like bolt on companies like Epirus and let them operate sort of independently and still bring in the human factors and design-led stuff, but
I mean, you're talking about shooting a $2 million missile to
get a
$500 drone.
Right.
That's
exactly.
what you're talking about.
Yes,
it's
sir.
not sustainable.
It's just not even like appropriate. It's like, would you ever take a huge gun or a huge, I don't know what you want to do if you don't say gun, like net or what, some cage, would you have a cage for a lion with the bars this far apart, you're stuffing mice in it and they're just running through the bars of the cage. It's like, it just isn't the right stuff for this particular fight. And the right stuff it needs to be here yesterday. It needs to be here yesterday. And
Why do you think why aren't the big primes doing this? Did they just get cocky? Do they think they don't need to innovate? What is going on? I mean, I love it. I love seeing, I've interviewed a whole ton of these, of companies like Epirus that are coming up, Shield AI, Anduril, like a bunch of these. And the innovation that's coming out of these companies is just amazing. I don't know what's coming out of the other companies. I saw some of the stuff that Lockheed came out with at that event in DC that I met you at. Mm-hmm. But the younger, leaner, more innovative companies just seem to be outperforming the big five defense tech firms. Am I wrong on that? Or?
No, you're not wrong, but I wouldn't blame them. Palmer says this very eloquently. I've heard him speak on this topic a couple times, Palmer Luckey. He would say they're not incentivized to be fast and creative and move very quickly. They're not incentivized to, at risk, spend $200 million developing a new system that they might have a customer for, but they're not quite sure that they're going to have a customer for. They're incentivized to listen very, very well to the customer, being the military, and go off like a services company, like when you go to a law firm and you say, hey, law firm, I need you to help me with this dog bite case that I'm in the middle of here or whatever. And that law firm then pivots and says, okay, we're going to work on that. That's not how the new neoprimes work. They don't work like a law firm. They don't work like the primes. They guess. They go out, they survey the land, they see the problems, they talk with the generals, they talk with the various folks that are out in the field, and then they guess at what a product that they could invent that they have in their head might work to solve this problem or that problem. Some of them are winners, some of them will win, some of them will lose. Just like in consumer products, where you'll have a consumer product company that just doesn't make it, but others that do. You're going to have winners and losers, and that's where the big risk comes into play. But if you're willing to take that risk, then you get
Oh, dude. How? How the fuck? That dude literally had no head protection. Like, how in the fuck did he bounce those rounds, dude? I don't understand. Bro, how does that work? I can't keep up with these fucking cocksuckers, bro. I'm having... Oh, man. I'm getting frustrated, dude. Oh, we're gonna go over that video, dude. This dude literally has no head protection, and he bounced... I don't even know. It's probably not even his fault, to be honest. It's just fucking Tarkov being Tarkov. We're still gonna watch it, though. How? How the fuck? How? Oh, I hit him 2 or 3 times. Honestly, so that like flash off the Connex, I thought was him bouncing fucking rounds, dude. I was like, how's that even fucking possible? Because all he has is a green Shemag on. Alright, ooh. Tripwire on customs, that's 3-story dorm center stairwell. Tripwire on factory, though, I'm trying to think. It's gotta be the stairwell first floor, or something like that, I don't know. Why can't I replace some of these, dude? I don't understand. Oh, I was looking at this earlier. I guess these provide protection now, which is kind of fucking cool. Armor class 1. Oh, you know what? I don't think it ricochets anything, though. It looks like it's just flash protection. It's actually pretty big. I can buy those. we should do this. I think these two can be done in conjunction, I'm pretty certain. Oh, they're the same quest. What the fuck? Oh, no shit. Alright. Well, we're probably going to turn into prep war. I think I need that experience sent to him. So we'll do prep war. See if we can do anything else here. I'm not too concerned about that. We'll probably do a quick scab on interchange. I just want to check for that car battery. Fuck, dude. I swear, I thought I had one of these suppressors and I might have sold it. I have enough tool sets. We could go interchange after Woods. Maybe. I don't know. We'll go do this first though. It'd be nice when I can start taking stems in. I think I kill a guy with this. Yeah, shit's fucking fried, dude. Wait, do I need anything? Oh, I need fucking Ishkras and water. Not that it matters, but the Ishkas will go in the butt. I wish I had my Grenadier task. That wouldn't be too bad. IPE bag tomorrow.
Way more innovation, way more creativity, because you're not bounded to this very systematic, like hand you this, hand you that, stepwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Never really do anything unless the government says, here's a check, here's how you get paid. And so they're incentivized to just wait for the requirements, wait for the direction on what they should build, and then they go build it. So like a law firm, just like it. That's what primes are today. So are they useful? Yes. Will they build the big exquisite machines still into the future on a very robust, well-exercised process? Yes, I still think there's a big place for them in the future world. But will they be the ones that can make the mice traps and all the things that need to come out like in a month to month to month type iterative cycle and risk a lot of money up in the front end of the thing to make it all work? They're not really set up to do that. And the only way that I could see them becoming more like that is if they were to take a risk and, like, let's say buy Epirus and then like let us operate exactly like we've been operating under our investors and our board that we're under now, just operate the same, but be under their umbrella, so to speak, or their brand, but still operate the way that we've been operating. I could see that being one way.
Is that starting to happen?
I've seen it in bits. Like Lockheed, you mentioned, I know they have a big fund that basically funds different small companies that they find having a lot of potential. I'm not sure how many of those are transitioning yet to acquisition, but I think that's the intent, is to basically get involved by finding ones that have a real win, and then transitioning them into a growth phase.
Okay.
Because, as you start to scale and you're talking about field service operators out in the field, you're talking about people all over the world that are needing support maintaining these systems, logistics for these systems, all the mill PF type stuff that people talk a lot about. All of that, the primes do well. They're well situated, they're well staffed, they have people all over the world. When you need to scale in mass, it's nice to partner with primes because they have mass. And for example, General Dynamics Land Systems is a major partner to us. And I had really never had a partnership quite as close as we are with GD. And GD ends up being that sort of big brother to say, hey, do you have people in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, in the Middle East, and other places? Because we do. We have loads of people over there, and we can help you scale when it comes time to scale versus trying to build everything from like everything new and everything fresh. Leverage what they're good at.
Actually, this isn't a bad spawn. You can go plant the first one. I think my FOB is low right now. Oh, no, it's not. Interesting. Oh, there she is. Bro, do I have to be looking towards the fucking wall to plant this, or like... What? When the fuck was this a thing? Normally you can look upwards. Oh. There's no way I can get to the other side of the map safely. I'm trying to think of where the BTR goes, that's pathway. Emercom base, we'll head over there. I was thinking that, but I wasn't 100% certain though. I want to say like right about now is when it should be pulling up to Sturman's camp. I think there's a stash down here too. Train depot, that's where we gotta go. Oh, we got movement in there. Yo, what the fuck? Are those might be players maybe? Or that thing had a bastion on. It couldn't have been the goons. There ain't no fucking way. Did I just freeze?